To more politics now. Things are certainly gathering momentum on the political space as parties gear up to battle it out ahead of next year's general elections. Today, we look at the role of women in the scheme of things as political parties jostle to fill up various elective positions. Joining us on the program is the National Women's Leader of the All Progressives Congress, Dr. Betta Edu, who joins us via Zoom from Ekiti State. Dr. Edu, thank you so much for joining us on News Across Nigeria.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how would you rate the performance of women within your party in the last couple of weeks as aspirants jostle for the APC ticket for various elective positions?
Well, I think there's an over 200% improvement from what it used to be. However, it's still way low as it concerns ensuring that more women are part of the political process, more women become candidates of the party. We had just gone through the primaries, and unfortunately, we had lots of women that were not able to scale through the primaries to become candidates. But of course, we have a lot of success stories. For instance, we have a governorship candidate from the All Progressive Congress. We also have, of course, a senatorial candidate from the largest senatorial district in Nigeria, I suppose, of course, in Lagos, which is basically half of Lagos State. These are some successes amongst others. We have almost 64 women that scaled through the primaries process in our party. This is actually an improvement from what it was before this time. However, a lot more still needs to be done. For this election to be won in Nigeria, all political parties must harness the power, the unity, and the numbers that women bring to the table to be able to pull through. And so we are really speaking to our stakeholders at this point in time that it's time for twinning at all levels. If you're a governor, you need to twin with a deputy governor who is a female and across board. This is our ask. Women need to be mainstreamed in politics. That way we can contribute our own quota to nation building.
But Dr. Edu, do you think the women see enough encouragement to get involved? I know your party gave them a soft landing with the fees for nomination and expression of interest form.
Well, I think on the issue of encouragement, it's not as expected. The party on its own part have done a lot to encourage women. First of all, we were able to provide free nomination forms for women, which increased the participation of women. But beyond the nomination forms, stakeholders needed to be more and more committed to seeing women go through the primaries process. It's very important that everyone commits to this. And of course, beyond even the commitment to get them across the party primaries, the party needs to also strategize on how to deliver them in the general election. These are issues which we continue to raise. These are issues which we are counting on the leadership of our party, the NWC, as well as other key stakeholders to ensure that women are mainstreamed. Without women, truly, we cannot get through the next election. We need their numbers, we need their full participation, and we must give them the right incentives to participate.
Now, Dr. Edu, you mentioned twinning, and the deadline to submit names of governorship running mates is really approaching. So are we going to see more women emerge as deputy governorship candidates, perhaps?
Yes, we're beginning to see that happen in my party, APC, in Ekiti, as a build-up to the elections, which would happen on Saturday. We have a female as the running mate. Of course, beyond that, in some other states, Ogun State, and some states, we already have females as running mates. We want other states to actually imbibe and follow toward this line to ensure that women are mainstreamed. We need the right incentives as women. We cannot ignore the numbers. We cannot ignore the passion. We cannot ignore the benefits that women bring to the table. And like the political party that we are, the biggest, the largest in Africa, APC must lead by example.
Now, finally, do you think that female politicians need to do things a bit differently to get a seat at the table? From your experience, what do you think?
Yes, we actually, as female politicians, we need to do things a bit differently. First and foremost, going through this process, it has really opened up a lot of closed files. And some women don't understand the entire political process, and so they are easily played out. Sometimes you have women go to the field and win the elections, win the primaries elections, but you find men coming to really advocate or look for ways to either take them off as candidates or ensure that they don't emerge by whatever means. These are things which the party National Working Committee is fighting against very, very strongly. And we're defending women that won their elections at all levels. Beyond this, women need to understand that we must come together and support ourselves. We must come together and re-strategize. You can't just go into an election based on sympathy. You can't go into an election believing that because you're a woman, you'll be served the food a la carte or you'll be served the food on a tray. No, we need to be able to work harder, just the same way the men lobby, just the same way they get followers, just the same way they build other people so that they can have that followership and support. We need to do more to get more and more women across the line. But for the meantime, women have done well. We'll continue to support ourselves, and we want the leadership of the party as well as our male counterparts that are key stakeholders in the party to ensure that women emerge as candidates and also emerge as twin, that's the deputy to governors across the various states in Nigeria.
APC National Women's Leader, Dr. Betta Idu, a pleasure sharing your thoughts with us on the program.
Thank you.